Graders, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about finding the problem in a fiction story. Fiction stories have story elements, the different pieces that make up a story. We have already learned about two story elements, the characters and the setting. The characters are the people, animals, or creatures in the story, and the setting is where and when the story takes place. Today we're going to learn about another story element, the problem. The problem is what goes wrong in the story. Not every fiction story has a problem, but many do. Let's think about what goes wrong in these Kevin Hankey's stories. What is the problem in Sheila Ray the Brave, Owen, and A Weekend with Wendell? Well, let's see. What is the problem in Sheila Ray the Brave? What goes wrong for Sheila Ray? Well, I remember in the beginning, Sheila Ray decides to walk home from school a new way. But I remember something quickly goes wrong for her. Sheila Ray realizes that she is lost, and she's very scared because she doesn't know how to get home. So when I think about what goes wrong for Sheila Ray and what the problem is, I know that the problem is that Sheila Ray gets lost on her way home from school. What is the problem in Owen? Well, I remember in the beginning of the story, we learned that Owen likes to bring his blanket, Fuzzy, everywhere he goes. He never wants to be without his Fuzzy. And I remember later on in the story that Owen's mom and dad don't want him to bring Fuzzy to school with him for his first day. They tell him he has to leave Fuzzy at home, and that makes Owen really, really upset. So what goes wrong for Owen, and the problem in Owen, is that Owen wants to bring Fuzzy to school, but his parents will not let him. Let's think about A Weekend with Wendell. What's the problem in this story? I remember in the beginning that Wendell comes to sleep over at Sophie's house for the weekend. So I need to think about what goes wrong for Sophie. Well, I remember that Wendell was very bossy when he and Sophie were playing games together. And I remember that Wendell made a huge mess in Sophie's house. In the bathroom, at the table, he was very, very messy. So what goes wrong, or the problem in this story, is that Wendell is not treating Sophie very nicely when he's sleeping over at her house. These are all things that go wrong for the main characters in the story. The problem is what goes wrong. For your assignment today, you have two jobs. First, you're going to listen to the read aloud of Chrysanthemum. Then, after you've listened to the story, you're going to complete the Finding the Problem worksheet. This asks you to say what the problem in Chrysanthemum is and to draw a picture to match. You can also do this on your own paper if you don't have a printer. Have fun, first grade. Good luck finding the problem.